My name is Carter Bauer, and I'm hearing impaired. I think sometimes some people just don't understand what I go through, and they look at me and they see a hearing impaired person, and sometimes they feel like they're looking at somebody who's totally deaf, which I'm not. And I guess once they know me, understand who I am, what I do, and what I like, and they can get the fact that I'm just as normal as they are. I go to school at Pima College, and I've been going since '99. Until recently, a year ago, I started taking film classes and video classes, and not when I got like, oh man, that's what I like to do. That's why I like shooting video, and I like a whole lot better because now I'm into it now. Now I'm like sticking with it. I like what I'm doing now. And the people in the class they're fun to be around with. There are many things I do, outside of school when I'm a break. I like to watch movies mostly.
Well, the things we like to do together are we usually go out to the movies a lot. We both enjoy a little bit of entertainment in our lives.
I like to play video games, especially with my friend Joey.
Me and Carter met a long time ago back in diaper years because of his older brother and my older sister. And since then, we've pretty much been best friends.
Yeah, he protects me. Back when I was in high school and elementary, and I had Joey, who's my best friend since we were 2 years old. But he understands what I have to deal with, and he understands that there are sometimes I can't understand what he's saying, and he knows when it's okay and when it's not.
The initial reaction when Carter was born was that he wasn't going to make it. I mean, that was pretty much decided. He stopped breathing probably at least once every 1 or 2 days. He would just stop breathing, and they would have to, resuscitate his breathing. And so there was the first, I think, 7 days. I think he was out of intensive care once, and he was in intensive care for 6 weeks. And we just happened to get lucky that when he was born, one of the top doctors in that field happened to be visiting the hospital at the time. And a lot of that taught me that things are in your normal daily lives are not as bad as they seem. And what you may perceive as being catastrophic is really just a minor problem. In the first 2 years, he never spoke. Finally, at 2 years old, we finally decided to take him in and get him tested for his hearing. And it was just something to see because they were testing him and actually had earphones on him. And the look on his eyes when he could actually hear a word, because he had never heard a word before that, was just, everybody was just in tears because his look on his face was like, what is that sound? And that was really something.
Growing up, there are many things that I had to deal with. People making fun of the way I talk, or making fun of the way, I had to say what a lot.
He was slow to learn, and so, we had to be patient. His brothers had to be patient. Well, one time they were fighting, and his older brother knocked him down, and he hit his head on a corner, and, I just picked him up and rubbed his head, and then I realized there was a lot of blood on me. So he gashed his head open. He probably had, at the time, about maybe a 10, 15 word vocabulary, and very seldom talked. Well, he went nonstop to the hospital for 20 minutes without him stopping talking. And the words he was saying were words we'd never heard him say before. And his vocabulary almost quadrupled within the day. And to find out later that he had hit his head on the left side of the brain, exactly where your speech pattern is located in your brain. Literally from that day on, he has not stopped talking. As a hearing impaired child, since you're losing the verbal communication, everything else, the physical, becomes more and more important.
Basically, I had to deal with visualization, how to watch everything.
Carter has always been a very active person. So when we would go to our other son's practices, he would be constantly kicking the ball, running around, doing whatever they were doing on the field, off the field.
That must
That
be
was
me.
Diane. I think that's got to be you right there. And this guy would be diving for the ball, literally diving for the ball. You'd see him horizontal, and he'd just keep on going. I mean,
fall
just after
down.
everything, he'd just keep on going and going and
Go
going.
to,
He was almost like an Energizer bunny when he was a little guy.
One particular game we had, he got flipped over in a soccer field, and his hearing aids just one went one way and one went the other way, and his teammates were very much aware of his problem, and I had them all looking on the field and saying, "Oh, I found a piece of the hearing aid here. I found a battery. I found this." So it was pretty neat that that his teammates and everything were really gathering around him. So.
There are times when I need to take my hearing aids off. Normally when I hear it's like a low humming background noise, like indistinct.
He's got a good attitude. I mean, about his hearing. He doesn't look at it as a handicap. He just looks at it as, I'm no different than a guy that wears glasses. He has a very focused person, as he had to be when he was younger, to stay on top of his communication skills. He's still that way today. A very focused person.
I work at Craycroft Elementary School. I'm an instructor assistant. And basically what I do is I help the teachers out with additional stuff they need help, like copies, grade papers, or errands that they can't run while they're teaching the class, as well as helping the teacher, with the students. And I really, really like it. The kids, they are very energetic, which I like. Because it's not boring. It's, you're doing something all the time. And I really like working with kids. They're just, there's something about it. It's like you remember how you were as a kid. They're great kids, so I love working with them. It's a good experience for me. Different, but it's good. That's what I like about it. I like, difficulties or working with new people, different people. And, since I can talk, it makes me normal as possible, because I'm still different, but we're all different one way or another.
You've got a friend. You've got a friend, yeah. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah, yeah. You've got